Hello and welcome to a special video here. It is Wrestlemania Weekend, which means there is a ton of wrestling going on. So I thought I'd do a quick video here in order to catch you guys up on some things so that you don't have to go watching 5 million hours of wrestling. So yeah, let's get into it. So a lot of wrestling happening these last few days. A few things I took note here. We're going to talk about it. The first thing everybody's talking about is the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championship match between FTR and the Briscoes, which was an amazing match. Seriously, it was a great match. If you have not watched it, you need to watch. If you watch anything from this weekend's wrestling shows, watch that match. Unbelievable match. I always said in order to make a 5-star match, or as they're calling it, well, they're calling 6 stars, but whatever. We're calling 5-star match. You have to have a live audience there, and I think that's important. And the crowd was so into it, and that just made it that much better. And the crowd buys into it, crowd's cheering, chanting before it even starts. Like, you know you're going to have a great match. The match was amazing. Like, hats off to the 4 guys. Like, they did an amazing job in this match. Fantastic match. FTR are now the Ring of Honor champions. So the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions, and they're the AAA Tag Team Champions, which is cool. The Briscoes, over the weekend, did win the GCW Tag Champs. So they still have gold, which is cool. So, please got that. So that was a great match. That's the match that everybody's going to be talking about over the weekend, coming on a Monday. So, yeah. What else do we have? I took down a few notes of the things that I liked. Or things that those few things that I saw during the weekend. I was a little upset. Rhett Titus lost the television championship to Minoru Suzuki. It's cool that Minoru Suzuki wins a title in the U.S., which is new, which is kind of neat. That happened as well at Ring of Honor. It seems like a lot of the Ring of Honor people who were actually originally Ring of Honor lost their titles to the new wave of Tony Khan guys. Of course, one of the main exceptions, I guess, other than Suzuki, but would be in the main event. But even at that, you didn't have really any AEW guys in the main event, so either way it was going to go, right? But no, we'll get to the main event actually a little after. But Suzuki wins the television title. Was a little upset because I do like Rhett Titus. Rhett Titus had actually an awesome showing in GCW in Joey Janela's Clusterfuck Battle Royal, especially when they were fighting the Invisible Man, which was neat. Minoru Suzuki had actually a great weekend because he got to fight Killer Cross in the, what was that called again? The Lone Star Shootout for New Japan. He beat Killer Cross, who beat Rhett Titus, and he also fought Effie in GCW, and he actually was kissed by Effie, which was funny to see. So Effie laid a huge smooch on Minoru Suzuki. It was kind of funny to see, something I didn't expect to see, and the crowd reacted to it, so it was cool. But Minoru got the win in the end over Effie. So Minoru actually had a good weekend. So Ring of Honor, the main event, was Jonathan Gresham against Bandito. It was for who was the undisputed Ring of Honor champion, because you had an interim champion, which was Gresham, and you had the actual champion, which was Bandito. So Bandito loses the match. Gresham becomes champion. Earlier on in the night, Jay Lethal was facing Lee Moriarty. Lethal wins by cheating, turns heel, comes out at the end of the night to congratulate Gresham and to say, basically, you should let me challenge first. And then he turns on Gresham, solidifying his heel turn. Sanjay Dutt comes out, helps Jay Lethal beat up Gresham. And then one of the coolest parts of the night happens, because you're not expecting it, because you're expecting just these two guys to, basically build up to a match. But a third competitor shows up, and it's Samoa Joe. So Samoa Joe shows up at the end and saves Jonathan Gresham, which was kind of cool. And neat to see Samoa Joe back in Ring of Honor because he basically carried that company for quite a while. So that was cool. So what else happened in the Lone Star Shootout? We had Jay White versus Speedball, which was a good match. I like Jay White. I like Speedball. Speedball's Canadian, like me. He's from Quebec. He's been getting a lot of matches recently between a lot of promotions. I keep seeing him pop up now that he can work in the States again, which is great. So hats off to him. He's a terrific performer. Naturally, Jay White got the win, but the match was good. Um, Opening match of Ring of Honor, Supercard of Honor, Swerve versus the Sauce, Alex Zane. Great match. Uh, Fantastic curtain jerker. Great match. They both did well. They're both great wrestlers, so they did very well. The only Ring of Honor miss that I would have for Supercard was the introduction of Tully Blanchard's new acquisition. And the reason why is because nothing against Brian Cage. I like Brian Cage. What I didn't like was that they basically they fed Ninja Mac to him. And I didn't like that because Ninja Mac's actually a very good wrestler. I like Ninja Mac in GCW. He does amazing things. He didn't get a chance to showcase that at all because it was a squash match. I didn't like that. So that was kind of my down, the part of Ring of Honor that I didn't like. Cool that he got a chance to be there, in that capacity because it's big for him. But I think they could have done him a little better than that. Um, I got some notes here. Lufisto came out in GCW, which is great. Lufisto also Canadian since we're talking about Speedball. So Lufisto came out to Ghost, song by Ghost. See, look at what irony, huh? I'm wearing a Ghost shirt. So that was awesome. Lufisto was awesome. What else? I want to make this video quick. Maven comes back in the Joey Janela Clusterfuck Battle Royal. Maven, yes, Maven. Shows up, basically gives 5 drop kicks, and then leaves. Doesn't even get eliminated. It's like, I'm done, and just leaves. So, that was kind of weird. Mercedes Martinez becomes the interim Ring of Honor Women's Champion, which will set up a match for her and the Virtuosa, Deanna Peruz at some point. So I think that pretty much covers what's happened so far in wrestling this weekend. I'm not a huge fan of WWE anymore. I don't really watch it, so I'm probably not going to watch WrestleMania. I may watch just a segment with Samoa Joe and Stone Cold. That'd be not Samoa Joe, sorry, Kevin Owens and Stone Cold because I do like Kevin Owens, and I always did like Stone Cold, so I kind of want to see that. But I'm probably not gonna watch it. Other than that, unless something really piques my curiosity. But yeah, sorry, WWE is overproduced. I like my wrestling not so polished. If it's too polished, I can't suspend disbelief. That's the problem. If it's not polished completely, then I can kind of be like, oh, this might actually be real. So that's kind of the way I feel about WWE. I know a lot of people love WWE, and that's fine. I watched WWE for years. It's only probably over the last 3-4 years that I stopped watching them. So yeah, but there's a lot of good wrestling out there that isn't WWE. So if you're looking for alternatives like GCW, Ring of Honor, AEW, New Japan Pro Wrestling, there's lots of stuff. Also, Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. I think the Battle of Los Angeles tournament's coming up, which is always a great tournament. So yeah. All right, so I think that's all that I had. So this is your quick catch up to wrestling. And enjoy the rest of the weekend. Enjoy all the wrestling. And until next time, guys, take care. Later.